It's time for my new item, Artist on the Phone. Like I just explained earlier on the show, I'm going to be trying to call different artists and ask them something about productions, music, their interests, what they're doing. Just a quick talk and just to have something new on the show. And I think we had a great first episode last week with Armin van Buuren. And this week we have been talking to the legend, Axwell. Yo. All right, guys, so we have Axwell on the phone, and it's not very common that we have him on the phone, so we're kind of a special occasion. Axwell, how you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. Very good.
So, at this Friday night, actually, you're driving around. Tell me what you're doing. Like, is this like a free night for you?
Yeah, this is I have a free night. Tomorrow is Greenfield, so today I just relaxing, and sometimes I like to drive around and listen to new songs and just music, and it can feel really relaxing to just drive around in Stockholm. It's completely empty during the night.
So you're not even like you're not going anywhere. This is just for you driving around to listen to music.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I'm not even going anywhere.
So if I'm right, you're traveling almost maybe 200 days a year, and then you're a night off, and then you're still driving.
Yeah, because we fly so much, that's why we miss driving.
Okay.
It's like sometimes you need to get your driving on.
Exactly. So next to the driving thing, we kind of made an Axwell special of this Protocol Radio episode, and I have to say, when I started DJing, I almost played every single Axwell remode that got released on Axstone. So it's kind of cool to have you on the phone right now for the radio show. That when I was started DJing was that really got my attention was the TV Rock Ruby in the Air and then the Axwell remode. Can you maybe explain a little bit why you introduced remode? Is that like your way of remixing, or is it an approach for
it was just remix a little bit boring.
Right.
And at the time we used the word mode for everything.
Right.
Sometimes you just get stuck on a word, and we used it, here in Sweden for everything. So
okay.
For me, I just combined remix and mode, so it became remode, and it made sense,
Right. So have you noticed that some DJs and producers are also using remode, but they have actually no idea that they're using the word mode from Sweden for their song?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. It's like, but I guess, it's cool in a way, even if you don't know the story about the word, it still makes
sense.
Cool.
It makes sense. No, for sure. So, talking about this remote for In the Air, do you still know how that song came about? Like, is that start?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit?
It was a song by TV Rock and Late Luke in the beginning, and the chord progression that they had, it had such a great vibe and the vocal and everything. But I just heard the chord progression in a different timing.
Right.
So if you compare the original and remode, you'll hear the difference. Sometimes, when you hear a song for the first time, you come in on the wrong beat and you kind of hear it differently than the original intention was. That's what happened to me, and that's how I made the remix, So I just took what I had and just tried to focus a little bit more on the things that I thought was great, which was the chord progression, but in a different timing.
Yeah,
and then,
because the power of this song definitely is the chords, but it's also the combination of the vocal and the chords. It just works so well.
Yeah.
It glues together so nicely. So because of that, this is going to be a special song in this episode. We do 3 different songs, so we wanted to do it a little bit like from older to newer songs. Another great song I think was Barricade, because that one is pretty recent, and but it was so much different than the how did that start? It was just like an idea, was it just like a vibe? You wanted to change a little bit of your sound, or just an occasion?
It was just like I needed a song that was just gonna blow everything away in my set a little bit. Actually, it's like sometimes we decide like, let's make an opening track for our set. Like We Come We Wave We Love was such an idea. We designed it specifically to be an opening song, and Barricade was designed for that.
Right.
So the idea was that it was just going to be extremely powerful and building, And then also, like, I had some technical things that I wanted to try in that song. Like, for example, we did the sort of the speeding up of the kick drum,
Yes,
that then became in this one I wanted to do the opposite, so that the vocal in the break looped and then became the kick drum. So
yeah,
there was some stuff that I wanted to get out of my system with this song.
Well, you guys definitely proved, and that you guys can do something special with effects turning into instruments. Because if I think back of songs that you guys did in the past, and then I'm talking about you and friends and DJ colleagues that you work with, then you can definitely say that a lot of things changed into instruments. Well, they started as a vocal, or they started as an effect changing into a kick drum. If you think about one that is, and
Barricade is kind of like the opposite to one.
Exactly. Yeah, I was going to say that. It's kind of the same feeling, but then the opposite. That's pretty cool. That's a cool story also.
Yeah.
So there's so much Axwell songs that actually belong. And I also, we also thought that Axwell, the last song that you've put out was definitely worth putting in this top 3, because it's very cool. It's very emotional, and it still has the Axwell feeling. That's so cool, because there's so many different directions. So
that's great. Yeah, I really like to do that, because I get bored quite easily. So it's hard for me to kind of stick to one sound.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, I go left, right, and that. But it's good if you can still hear that it's me. That's what matters.
I can definitely tell when it's a song of yours. It's not only mixing wise, but it's also just the arrangement and the way of programming your drums. But next to that, there's so many different things that producers probably can hear from your songs while it's you. So one last thing, you can definitely, to a music industry where everybody's using a vocal for the synth, how are you going to approach your songs or approach your musical career and merge it into 2017? Is there anything that you want to explore, want to change, or do you want to progress to something, or are you going to be evolving yourself into going to a slower BPM maybe, or is there anything else that you think like maybe trying off? I don't know, maybe. Is there ideas that you're playing around with that are going to be significantly different?
I mean, we are just finishing a nice big new studio here in Stockholm. So that's going to be one thing that's going to be really important, because throughout all the years I've been in different studios with sound that I really didn't know what I was doing in.
Yeah.
But the idea about this studio is that I'm really going to know what So it's going to open up for less guessing of what I'm doing sound-wise and more just knowing.
Yeah.
So
that will speed up your workflow as well, probably.
Exactly. So now I'm going to be all about just experimenting a lot. Really trying to obviously reinvent the wheel is kind of hard, but there's different ways of using the old wheel, and so I really don't have any plan. It's really open, and from maybe something will crystallize,
I think the best ideas or start when you're just having fun and trying things out. I think you guys proven that many times.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Well, we're looking forward to hear what you have for all the music lovers and to what's coming from you and from Axstone. So I really want to thank you very much for your time, and I hope to run into you quite soon somewhere. If you're ever in Holland, feel free to come by and see the SSL room that we've built, maybe just for fun or just to listen to a few cool things, or have a drive in Amsterdam on a Friday night.
Yeah, man. Sounds like fun.
Awesome.
Right, have a good time, man.
You too. Thank you so much, Gab. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
Take a look at how I'm doing. There's only so much to get me through the day. Take a deep breath of the smell that I once knew. From a whiff of perfume, and I think of you. Then I close my eyes and let myself go far, far away and long, long ago. Together in the days of silver and gold. Far, far away and long, long ago. And I'm back where I belong. Take a deep breath of a smell that I once knew. From a whiff of perfume, and I think of you. Then I close my eyes and let myself go far, far away and long, long ago. Together in the days of silver and gold. Far, far away and long, long ago. And I'm back where I belong. Only now I'm back where I belong.
are the future, live today. We 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 are the future, live today.
You're in the mix with Nicky Romero on Protocol Radio.
Get up, erase the barricade. Get up, erase the barricade. Get up, erase the barricade.